Hey guys, I'm SKV and you're watching SKV Plays On, and welcome to another video of Dauntless. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you like it a bit more, please do subscribe to my channel. Without further ado, let me get straight to the point. This is a chainblade build video for beginners and also veterans alike. I'm going to start off with the beginner build for the chain blade, so that for new players it would be pretty easy to make a chain blade build, since chain blades are the easiest weapons to get used to as a new player in this game. First things first, get a Embermane chain blade, and for the helmet try to get the Stormclaw, or as a new player you should be able to get the Shrike helmet. Then for the chest piece, see if you can try and defeat the Karabakh behemoth in your first few quests and get the chest piece crafted. Next, for the arm, you will need the Shrike arm again, which has a mobility slot and also by default has weighted strike. And for boots, I would suggest quill shot boots, if you can defeat the quill shot and craft the boots, because it also has technique slot. Even the Dreadfrost has technique slot, which I usually use a lot, but in this case, if you're a beginner and you are not able to take down a Dreadfrost, then quill shot should be the best bet for you guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine myself as a new player, and instead of +2 cells I'm going to use +1 cell. Oh, also keep in mind that you should be using a lantern with a slot. If you are still using the recruit's lantern, make sure you craft a lantern which has a slot, utility slot, so that you can use a stunning vigor cell if you have one. You don't have to use a +2, it could be a +1. It would be really helpful, because if you can stagger behemoths with the weighted strike, you should be able to get a little bit of health every time you stagger a behemoth. Blade Storm, which is a breakpart damage, is also counted as stagger, so it should give you a little bit of health back. But instead of weighted strike, you could also use barb cell, which is a wound damage cell, which actually opens up wounds so that the breakpart damage can do faster breakpart damage on those open wounds. But instead of the barb cell this time, I'm going to go with the +1 cells. Imagining myself as a new player, I'm gonna put all +1 cells wherever possible. But for conditioning, I would suggest please make sure the mobility cell slot, or the cell slot which has the wing icon, make sure to use +2 or +1 cells, but make sure to total it up to +3 minimum conditioning cell. Why I'm telling this is because you'll be doing a lot of dashes and a lot of the second combo on the chain blades, so you'll need a lot of stamina. +3 is the best stamina regen level that you can have. I'm gonna start off a Gnasher, a normal Gnasher that you will encounter after defeating the most easiest lesser Gnasher, of course, and then you'll be able to see what this chain blade build is all about. Okay, here we go. I'm approaching the Gnasher right now, and from the beginning itself I'm going to start off with the second combo, waste my stamina as much as possible. Why I'm doing this because I need to show you guys that having +3 or +4 conditioning really matters for chain blades, because you can do as many dashes as possible and also do your chain blade combos and not have to worry about the stamina that much. And since you're a beginner, the chain blade beginner skill or mod that you get is probably the one that kind of reduces 50% of the dash stamina consumed. So what you can do is you can apply that to your chain blades, and you can see I'm already taking out the tail, I've already taken out the leg of the Gnasher. The breakpart damage is working on point, plus the Embermane chain blades already has the default skill of 10th consecutive hit doing 250 breakpart damage. Wow, there goes another one. I'm literally taking out parts, plus I've set the behemoth on fire, mainly because of the Embermane chain blade having blaze damage also, which means it does a lot of fire damage too. And you can see I've already pretty much taken out all the parts of the behemoth, and its head is already started bubbling. mainly because you're using weighted strike cells. The weighted strike cells really help in staggering the behemoth. Concentrate on the head and boom, down goes the behemoth. Concentrating on the head with the vertical spinning blade attack definitely does more number of hits, which means more number of damage from the weighted strike for stagger, and also break part from the blade storm cells. And as you can see, I'm pretty much closing in on the behemoth getting killed, meaning I'm pretty much seeing only blue and white numbers on the behemoth, which means there are no more break part damages that need to be done. All the parts are broken, and wow, I pretty much toasted this behemoth. Literally set him on fire, toasted him. Check out the time, S++ ranking, and 2 minutes 51 seconds. This is a beginner build. Get these armor parts and that Ember Main chain blades. This Ember Main chain blades is a must. It is definitely gonna help you with the break part damage. If you don't have a lantern and you're still using the recruit lantern, it's fine. But if you can make a lantern, I don't care which you make, but get a lantern so that you can have the utility cell slot as a bonus, and you can use either energized or a stunning vigor on it. Anyways, now I'm switching to the veteran build. As you can see, I'm already switching out the armor parts, and I've already switched out the chain blade. I was already ready with this. I'm using the Hellion chain blade mainly because of the 2 power cell slots. By now, if you're a veteran, you would have found out that power cell slots pretty much, well, you need it for power cells, right? So I'm using the chain blades, the Hellion chain blades, because it has overpowered +3 by default. I'm using another overpowered +3 cell, giving it an overpowered +6. Usually I would go with Razakiri. As you can see, Razakiri has cunning. I would usually use a +6 cunning, get me more critical damage, but I'm going with pure damage right now, pretty much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get overpowered. I'm gonna get conduit for some speed. So I'm using a +3 conduit on the lantern. I'm using a +3 Iceborne on my chest so that I can have another +3 Iceborne on the boots. I get a +6 Iceborne mainly for 2 reasons, which I'll tell you soon enough. Then I have a +3 rage cell on my chain blades, which kinda adds to the +3 rage cell or rage skill on the chest. And of course I'm using predator on my helmet and also the boots cell slots, giving it a +6 predator. I usually would use blade storm instead of predator cells on the helmet and then the boots, or I could always go for weighted strike for some fun, because weighted strikes at +6 is gonna give you the chance to do a lot of interrupts on a variety of behemoths. There are some behemoths that kinda escape the interrupts, but still there are a whole lot of behemoths that are vulnerable to this, and chain blades really help out with the interrupts. Anyways, you remember I took out a Nasher for the beginners build, so this time I'm going for the Nasher again. I'm going for the heroic Nasher this time, and it's a rage tail Nasher, mind you. And if you're wondering why I'm actually hurting myself on these thorns, is because I need my rage to get activated. +6 rage gives me 25% damage bonus if I have below 50% health, because of which I'm using Iceborne, which kinda helps me maintain my health at 50%, because it only lets me do lifesteal up to 50% of my health. These two work in a combo very well, so I'm using those. Now that I'm here, I'm pretty much going to go straight away doing light attacks as much as possible. I'm not gonna go crazy too much with the second combo here, mainly because I'm kinda depending on not getting hit too much, because I need my predator damage also. Not getting hit for more than 15 seconds is gonna give me predator cell activated. As you can see, there are 2 icons on the top that are pretty same in nature or pretty similar, and the shield icon is right in between it. One is from the predator and the other one is from the rage, which is giving me a damage buff right now. If I get hit like I did now, I lose the predator cell, but the rage is still active because my health is still below 50%. And if anyone is wondering, what if the health is at 50% exactly, am I gonna still have 25% from the rage? Yes, the rage is still gonna be active because you're at 50%. It's 50% or below 50%, so it doesn't matter if you're under 50% or exactly at 50%, you're gonna have the 25% of damage. When I say 50%, I'm talking about the health bar being at 50%. Okay, now getting back to the fight. As you can see, I don't care about my stamina. I'm pretty much wasting as much stamina as possible because I have +6 conditioning. Usually I would recommend +3, but with this build I just went with a whole +6 conditioning, and I'm pretty much enjoying it. I don't have to worry about my stamina coming back. I just have to wait 1 second or kinda keep the behemoth occupied with a light attack for just 1 second, and stamina starts regenerating very quickly. As you can see, I'm pretty much not getting hit, and I have the 3 icons already active on the top near my health bar. And every time I get hit, the predator might be deactivated, but the rage is always going to be activated. And as you can see, I'm pretty much taking out the behemoth. Already took out its leg, already took out its tail. Did I take out its leg yet? I don't know if I took out its leg, but it's high time I took out its leg. So I'm gonna go for the leg now. As you can see, because of the extra damage bonus, and also because of the mods that I'm using to give extra critical hits, I'm doing a lot of critical damage also. I may not be using cunning +6, but I do a lot of damage with this power build. This is for the veteran build, of course, and as you can see, I did get 4 minutes. You may think that's not impressive. That's because I kept running around the whole island trying to find the behemoth for a whole minute. Otherwise that would have been a 3 minute and 34 seconds. Anyways, that's about it for the beginner and veteran build for chain blades. And for those of you who are wondering what I use for rapid breaks, I always go for the Rezakiri chain blades and make sure that I have blade storm in place of the predator cells. This way I'm getting +6 cunning instead of the overpowered, and I'm getting +6 blade storm instead of the predator. This kinda helps me do a lot of breakpart damage within 2 minutes. And if you guys have seen my stream, you probably would have seen me helping out one of my friends to get the rapid break parts pretty quickly and finishing it up in that stream. Anyways, that's about it, and hopefully the beginners mainly like this video, because I'm trying to help out any of the new players who really want to get used to the game pretty quickly and get a lot of breakpart damage done. Why I'm suggesting the chain blades for the new players is because it's very easy to get used to the chain blades for new players compared to the axe or hammer. But as you kind of grow in the game, I guess you can try out every weapon in the game yourself. But for now, this is the beginner build for chain blades and also a power build for the veterans. Hopefully the veterans like my power build, but if they have any better idea or to improve it, I'm all ears. You can put it down in the comments down below. Well, anyways, hopefully both beginners and also veterans kind of like this build for the chain blades, and I really hope the beginners or new players really get some help out of this build. And as always, you guys keep smiling and have fun with the game. It is a free to play game, and the link is in the description. You can check it out. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, sayonara, tata, I'll see you, bye bye, and yeah, I'm done. See ya.